Hello, it's Beth Rosman. Today's March 3rd, 2021, and this is your current psychic weather report and energy clearings for this time period, which will extend probably from March 3rd all the way into March 6th into the 10th. And I might do some updates in between, but today just felt like a really important day to get this out there. I love the numerology of the March 3rd, 3-3. That seems harmonious, synchronous. Threes are the Trinity, and there are two of them, and it's also the triangle, so it's harmonic. And the energy itself, I think, is lighter today. We have Mars that's been in the heavy sign of Aries for months back in 2020. It moved briefly into Taurus. It's just leaving Taurus, and now tonight actually, it's going into Gemini, which is the third sign of the zodiac. It's the information planet. It's an air sign. It's lighter. So Mars was in a heavy Taurus earth sign, serious, constrained, and Gemini is a little bit more mercurial, fun, active. It's information oriented, data oriented. So what does that mean? Mars and Gemini. So it'll be there for about the next month. It means in general, things are going to seem a little bit lighter, maybe even more active, more creative. In fact, the energies could get kind of distracting. So some people will either really love it or maybe just feel a little chaotic and a little overwhelmed. And already I'm thinking that we are feeling some ascension symptoms again from this new round of energy coming onto the planet. March is a really powerful month. And we're at the very beginning of it. There's so many changes this month, and I believe they're going to be positive. But I think that having the belief that we will make them positive is what's important. Because along the way, there's challenge, and knowing this will help us, will prepare. And that's what the purpose of these reports is, to give you some ideas of the psychic weather from my perspective, my sources I draw in, and to give you some information that will help you along. And so I draw from astrology, numbers, the Mayan calendar, Earth weather. I get a space weather live update from NASA. So I look at the geomagnetic storms we're having. I also look at just the mundane and then what that means physically and how that will affect us. So I think for right now, many of us are feeling, maybe not many of us, I think some are starting to feel some weird dizziness, maybe some nausea that's unexplained, and even some body pain. And of course, that being said, of course, always consult your physician with any concern you have. I'm just simply explaining sometimes that when our environment, we're all connected. We're part of the earth. The earth is part of the cosmos. So when all those are experiencing changes, they will affect our physical bodies, whether we're aware of them or not. So knowing that, you can take care of it in the way that's best for you. And even today, we even have another great aspect going on. Venus is sextiling Uranus and Taurus, and Venus is in Pisces, which is the air, is a water sign of the dreamy imagination. And a sextile is a very positive configuration, and it's like a willingness to break free from the old routines now. Uranus is a new energy, it's freedom, and Venus is the love, beauty, and arts. And with this sextile, it's like a really good time to get inspiration. That's my cat, Dr. Bo. I think he's agreeing or wants out or food, but I actually think he's agreeing with the Venus sextile Uranus piece. So there is a willingness to break free, doing something new. You might have new people that drop into your life. Someone from out of the blue might come in that you haven't seen in a while. And you might have a new experience or a new insight. Just write it down and be open-minded. We have some other aspects with the astrology going on too. We have Mercury conjunct Jupiter at 17 degrees of Aquarius, and the Sabian symbol for 17 degrees Aquarius is a watchdog standing guard, protecting his possessions. And there are other aspects going on right now too, that yes, while we have this new energy and it can feel a little lighter, maybe finally some relief, there's still that background of guarding our resources on a deeper level and being vigilant and cautious about where we're going and having a little bit of that discernment. And maybe some of that's appropriate. It just depends. And then on the mundane level, I learned that tomorrow it'll be March 4th, depending on when you're reading this, March 4th. I learned that before 1933, United States inaugurations took place on March 4th. So that will be tomorrow. And these aspects I'm describing, they do go into tomorrow. So if you're just watching this on March 4th or even March 5th, just know that they're probably still relevant, still going on. And as well, there's a Venus half square with Pluto, and that's just like that Sabian symbol of the dog guarding its possessions and its home. This aspect of the Venus half square Pluto is really about the old guard and old structures coming up against a new way of being. And where's our place in that? What are we supposed to do with it? And that, I mean, things are changing, but it's important to remember we can change this. We can be the architects of our own destiny, as one will say. Or I call it mental alchemy, the ability to change physical reality with our thoughts. So that's where we're at with the energy piece. The Mayan calendar pieces for today, 3rd and 4th, were all very positive. It was all about today going into source and getting in touch with your inner being. And tomorrow's about reaching out and going through the wisdom of the ancestors and knowing that you'll always have what you need, and instilling that and being grounded as these earth changes occur. And I think that's on the physical level, though. Again, some of the ascension symptoms I've noticed, in addition to the dizziness, the lightheadedness, the fatigue, some weird body pains, and sneezing without any sign of illness. Of course, always consult your physician. And I also did runes. These are the Celtic alphabet. These are little rune stones my dear friend Wendy Ruman gave me a long time ago. She handmade them. Only I use them, but I use them for you today, all of us. So I got the runes for the period we're in right now. And runes are the sacred Celtic alphabet from the Norse people. They believe they were directly handed down from their god, Thor, which is kind of like our Bible in a way. This was a real alphabet, but they also used it for divination. So I got 4 runes, and they kind of actually are right with what I just said. We have, I'll show you the one I showed first was, it's the yew tree, it's protection. So just guarding ourselves, being aware of our space, grounding before you go out, be very aware of your interactions with people, not in a necessarily negative way, but just be contained in your space and know where you're at, and making sure that what you're doing is in resonance with your heart, and you're not doing it for someone else for the wrong reasons. Just like asking yourself, is this really what I need to be doing? And then letting that be your protection, just that awareness. And then the second rune I got was Isa. It's just a straight line. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the winter, actually. It's the rune of winter. It's the rune of standstill. So yes, while we have all these new aspects going on, there is that bit of frozenness, having to prepare for the spring, just sort of going within and doing what you need to do to prepare for the season ahead. And then this is perfect for that, because this is the rune of the harvest. It's Jera, Jera, and it's about patience. It's about planting. It's about planting our crops and knowing that we have a cycle to deal with when planting crops. It's not a microwave oven. Agriculture takes a cycle. We can't just press a button. I mean, at least at this point, and I don't know if I ever would want to do that. This just counsels being in touch with the natural rhythms and understanding that they have a place in our lives, and having patience. Like I said, it's not a microwave oven, so the farmer gets to plant those seeds in the dark, and they get to wait. And if you go out there and look, it's great to see the stems shooting up, but if you pull those out too soon, you're going to ruin the whole thing. So right now, it's just about patience, but having faith that the seasons are turning and the harvest is coming. And this is the last one I got. I love this one. It's the ebb and flow. It's Laguz. It's the rune of, it looks like a check mark upside down. So it's like a whoop, whoop. And it's the rune of our intuition, and it's about our intuitions and having that intuition and knowing that we have intuitions to understand and discern where we're going. So it's about being in connection and flow, by the way, too. It's a watery rune. And it's about saying, let your intuition and your gut be your guide. That is your energetic update. So it's a little forward movement, a little backwards, a little cautiousness, but also just feeling maybe a sense of the coming days ahead and being aware of what we're feeling and having the faith. So now towards that end of having some tools to deal with the times we're in. I'm going to do an energy clearing for you guys now. And again, it's energy, it's vibrational. In the realm of spirit, there is no time and there is no space. I do nearly all of my appointments now. And actually, before all this happened, I did them on either online or on the phone. I work in absentia. It's actually easier, more effective for both people, and easier. So it's easy to transmit these codes to you today. And I'm not doing these live yet, but just know that it doesn't need to be live. As long as you're tuning into this and assuming that you want to receive the clearing, you will. You can receive it through time and space. And what I'm going to do is just lead us through a little energy, a little guided meditation. And then I'm going to broadcast to the creator of all it is, codes and frequencies geared towards the specific items we'll discuss. And it's going to give you some tools. Ideally, it's meant to assist some of the symptoms we talked about, giving you some additional clarity, enhancing your groundedness. And even the third one is a new one I haven't done for you all yet. It's going to be moving forward into your appropriate and best futures in a way that's safe, easy, and confident, and with love. And I like that one a lot. I had it done for me years ago, and wow, everything moved forward after that. So I hope it does for you too. So now we're going to segue into that. And we're just assuming our space here is wherever that space is, if it's in the World Wide Web or in our homes, our cars, not in our cars. No, be in a safe, easy spot when you're doing this, not away from having to pay attention to something like a car. And so just simply take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through the mouth. And this is a breath to prepare you to be in your body, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as you breathe, bring your awareness from outside, and even bring your awareness maybe away from your computer screen, and see inside your heart and breathe with your heart. Breathe in through the nose and out through your mouth, and letting this breath go through the heart. It's our center. We're turning that center up to the top of our heads. It's our crown chakra. And we're going to visualize a gold bond of light up to the creator of all that is, or source, or whatever you call it. The spark of life, the binary code of all. Creative force. Be there now with that gold bond of light. And simply breathe in the source. Knowing you're always safe and protected and well when we go to this spot. And that the clearings and codes I'm about to transmit today to you through this broadcast will be received at the time and place that's best for you, and only for 100% of your highest and best interests. And so as you see this gold bond of light from your crown chakra, the top of your head, to the creator source of all that is, simply return that gold bond of light back down to your body, to your crown, and let it flow all the way through your bodies, creating a grounding cord into the earth or the cosmos. And in fact, think of that gold bond of light as an energy source to all that you are, so that it will allow you to receive all these clearings that you need for only that which is your highest and best. And you might even receive clearings that I've not named that will benefit you. So the first one will be broadcasting to ensure that all of your intuition, your muscle testing if you're a dowser, and your decisions are 100% accurate and true and reliable through only the creator of all that is truth. And I'm going to broadcast these now. You might hear a swooshing, whooshing sound. I broadcast them to the creator on the out breath. And by you tuning into the creator, you'll receive those. And then I integrate them. And then we breathe. So we're calling forth the codes and frequencies in perfect order of priority now for those gathered here to enhance their accuracy and clarity to a level of 100% or greater. As this is for their highest and best now. And I'm broadcasting these now. Integrating them. Integrate, integrate, integrate. Anchor, lock, seal. We're anchoring and locking and sealing them in. Thank you, creator of all it is, and breathe. Breathing them in, letting them integrate with their body-mind field complex, and letting it clear out the negative that's not appropriate anymore. Okay. And The settings on YouTube will let you actually speed my voice up or slow it down. So if I talk slowly or too fast, it's that little wheel thing. You can adjust that accordingly. The next clearing we're going to do is to ensure that we are able to go through our lives and our days free of any excess anxiety and emotional static. And maybe you might be coming online to something that happened at work today, or something that upset you in traffic, or something just in general you're really worried about. This is a code program designed to alleviate and assist your negative emotional charge and shock, panic, and trauma. And it's just a good one to do anytime there's something that's stressful, but it's a really good one to just help ease things. So we're going to do that right now. Simply go down, do your breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, and I'm broadcasting these codes now to clear all that negative emotional chaos and charge. Anchor, lock, seal. Thank you, creator of all that is, and breathe. And as you're breathing in through the nose and out through your mouth, you're actually literally clearing out this dissonance, that which is causing that tension. And just, you might even want to move around and feel it in your whole body. And I'm moving through these at a bit of a rapid pace, just so we can get through this in a timely manner. Again, just take as much time with it as you'd like to. And the third one is the last we'll do, and it's a really important one. It's the one we're going to be moving forward. We might feel stuck. We might have a pile of laundry that hasn't been folded for like a week or two, or something that needed to get done and we're not doing it. That's usually a sign that we're somehow stuck on some level. And also, maybe we're out of our timelines and we're disconnected from our true path. But this clearing will assist you to move forward appropriately for your highest and best future, your best outcomes, and your best path. And as I'm doing this for you, I encourage you to even think of that moving forward and visually see it for yourself. I'm actually just broadcasting sacred geometrical codes that will integrate with your field to harmonize that which has been disharmonic on the topic we're talking about. Guided visualization is important too. This is just more of a code download that is yours to accept as you will. Here we go. Clearing all that is stuck or locked in your life, freeing you to move forward into your appropriate and best ideal outcome, future, now, with love, confidence, safety, and knowing this is your highest and best always. Integrate, 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 integrate. Anchor, lock, seal. Thank you, creator of all that is. And just breathe that. Breathe that in. And feel very grateful for this time we have. Feel grateful for you dedicating yourself to you. I feel grateful for being part of your day today and wherever I'm joining you. I feel blessed to be here and encourage you to share as you feel appropriate, or like or subscribe. Much love. Many blessings. Until then, next time.